down to the waterfront with me, the water's edge. I've always been wanting to do moments where I just take you with me, take you on a walk with me down to the water. Welcome, I am Astrolight. I'm so honored that you're here. If you have followed me on Instagram, you know I'm all about the tarot cards. I'm all about talking with the ancestors and walking with the ancestors. This time in life, I believe that we are at a golden opportunity to do and be all that we've come here to be. I truly believe that the energy is what I call magical. We are learning more about who we are and we are becoming. So if you're finding yourself like really wanting to awake and you feel you're woke, I say awakening. It was like from 2019, what was it, 2010 to 2019, I was awakening really deep in my spiritual journey. What came at this moment in time, I was hearing the ancestors say, remember the poem Road Less Traveled by Robert Frost. Remember that poem. So I'm wanting to begin there. Remember Robert Frost's poem. If you haven't heard it before, go check it out. And if I'm thinking and remembering, it's been a little moment since I've read it, but I also believe that it actually propelled me on my spiritual journey when I was 15. I fell in love with the poem, and it was Road Less Traveled. The teachers was talk about it in class, and when I took poetry, and it came back again when I was when I was 18, I rediscovered it again, and then I actually wrote it as a moment in a book that I have that I wrote years ago, and that's coming out in 2025. Games Mama Never Taught Me, and I wanted to didn't understand why that poem was so big for my spirit, so huge for my spirit, and it was the road less traveled because I was also on the road less traveled. I chose a path that instead of one way, I chose to go down another way. When I was 18, when I was 15, I left home, and so that was chosen. I chose that path. That was intentionally. I was spiritually independent, and I was really not wanting to, be under the rules of my parents. I had made a decision that I called them the modern day gypsies. They moved a lot, they traveled a lot within the Northwest, and I was just tired, and I wanted more foundation, I wanted more stability, I wanted to just be still and put some roots in. I just wanted to put some roots down, so I made my way at age 15, lied about my age, and got a job at a cashier at Pier 1 Imports. So that was my beginnings. By the time I was 18, I was working. What was I doing? I became a companion for senior citizen. One lady, Mrs. Brooks, she was amazing. I would go take care of her in the evening after I got out of school, and I would get up in the morning after being with her in the evening. I think it was like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock till in the morning, and then in the morning I would head out to school. I went to Garfield High School. If anyone knows, it's like what Bulldog. Woo, 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 woo. I also had a path to take at that time. I was deciding if being 18, you were legal age, an adult. So I wanted to, look at this beautifulness. This is why I take the path. This is why I take the road, down the road. It's this beautiful space. Okay, let me get back to this. So what I realized is I wanted to make sure that I did life on my terms. I think that's when you're independent and spirited person, you just do life on your terms. And I made that decision when I was 15. So by the time I was 18 and decided to go back to school, while I was get my did I get my GED at the time? Yeah, I was getting my GED at the time, and Garfield High School, and then after my GED, I decided to go to Garfield High School. Now that I'm remembering, gosh, I'm 56 now, and it just seems so long ago. So long ago. I'm trying to remember all the moments in time. So the beautiful part is that poem was me. It got me on my spiritual journey. I made a decision at that moment in time that I was not going to do things the normal way, the traditional way. I had a lot of, like my parents, a lot of that little gypsy in me. A little gypsy. I love to travel, but I also wanted to put some roots down somewhere. So not knowing where, and at the time I really felt like I've been planted here in the Northwest, so I've always been not really sure where I belong, but I always knew I wanted to be somewhere very, very hot. Somewhere very, very hot, at least 50, at least 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I only got a little bit of sun and summertime, a couple months in the Northwest, but we always have beautiful Septembers, Indian summers, but I wanted year-round sun. So I know that I have been on this spiritual journey since I was 15, and it's brought me to this moment in time, and I knew why I came here. I discovered that I am there's some people say, you're healers, and I say we're not healers. We are modern day shaman, modern day masters, modern day gurus, whatever label you want to put on it. But when we tap into our higher self, we are all become all that we came here to be. I'm going to pause for just a moment so I can get my winter coat on.